Right, welcome back, folks. Now, if you Google the definition of pushing your luck, a picture of my face will probably come up along with my obituary. But we've just finished the session at Vale Park, and I haven't had a message yet to say that Sarah's gone into labour. So I've decided we're going to stay and fish high water as well. So yeah, it wasn't the greatest session on Vale Park, but maybe things will change over high water and darkness. So I have got some food with me. I'm going to get that down my throat, and yeah, we've got probably an hour or so to wait, so I'm going to sort the tackle box out, maybe make a few rigs and stuff like that, and just have a chilled out walk down and get set up and stuff on the prom. So yeah, I shall see you in about an hour or so, or 2 seconds time for you guys, and we'll be down on the prom, set up and ready to fish. There we are then, fed, watered, all set up and fishing. Same setup as last week really. So I've got the Any Fish Anywhere Tournament Match Pro on there at the minute. I've got a 2-hook clip down just with some frozen blacks on, because I'm going to change style slightly from last week. Rather than chase the big fish first, we're here quite early. The water's not long hit the bottom of the wall, so I thought I'd put that in fairly close in. It should be in a foot or two of water. We've probably got 30 yards or so off the wall, and scratch around for dabs, plaice, flounder, maybe a sole. Might get a bass as well in the shallows early on. And then the rod closest to you is the Achios prototype. On that I have got a pulley panel rig with 2 raw prawns, and that is as far as I could get it really. And yeah, that's it really. That's us all set up. It's nice and sheltered on here. We've got probably 3.5 hours till high water. Oh, missed call. Oh, dangerous. 3 missed calls. Don't recognise any of the numbers, so it ain't Sarah, which is good news. Anyway, I best put my phone on loud, I don't know. But yeah, we are set up. Like I say, this is possibly, well, almost certainly going to be my last session before becoming a dad again. So let's hope we find some fish. Need to make it count. Alright, I tightened down the drag on this rod because it was taking line, but weirdly enough it's headed up tide. I thought we'd up and got a bit of weed on it or something. No big head shakes yet. No big nothing yet. There we go, free. Yeah, no. Nothing on there. As you were, folks, as you were. The bait is completely intact. Twisted up from being dragged in, but completely intact. The amount of people driving along this prom though is staggering. I'm probably going to get a load of hate for saying this, but I'm not saying that maybe they have got genuine reasons for it. Maybe they've got blue badges or whatever, but it's not a million miles to walk. I walked it in about 2 minutes. And if I keep doing it, it won't be long. I mean, round here, 20-mile-an-hour signs everywhere, pay and display parking everywhere now, so it won't be long. People keep driving down here, it won't be long before they just put barriers up or stop people fishing down here altogether. But like I say, I'll probably get a load of hate in the comments, but sometimes you just despair. Next bait to go out then is squid and cartwing. Like I say, I brought some cartwing as well as peelers with me, so that's the one going out. Hounds, I've heard there are some double figure hounds knocking about, so let's get out there, see if we can find a couple. He's not even driving slowly, man. Anyway, I'm going to shut up about that now. Well, as you can see, it's gone dark. It's gone dark. We've got lights on. I'm trying a new light on the camera, so I'll have to see what the footage looks like. This camera's a lot better in the dark than my old GoPros. So the old light that I had to try and help the GoPro out is just too bright for this camera. So we'll see what this one looks like. But this tide is just licking past, absolutely flying past. I've stuck the pulley pennel out with squid, and that squid and carp bait, another squid and carp bait on. I've not gone as far with that one. That one's got a big 6 ounce on. That seems to be doing all right. The 2-hook scratching rig I put out at distance with a 5 ounce on, and that is flying past. It's somewhere down near the Liver buildings now. In fact, there you go. Just keeps breaking free. But hopefully that means we're not going to get crabbed. I was changing that every 5 minutes and it was coming back completely stripped. So yeah, hopefully that tide's going to keep the crabs away from it. Well folks, this tide is absolutely screaming. We've got, how long have we got? Where's my phone? High tide. So we've got about 2 hours. 2 hours till our water. This tide is absolutely flying through. I've got 7 ounce leads on at the minute, and the one I've put one, that little 2-hook scratching rig out no more than 20 yards, and that's doing all right. But trying to put the pulley pennel out at any sort of distance, even with 7 ounces on, sail's gone. So yeah, it's tough going. Oh, I've just wiped my fishy hands all over my nose, and now it's tickling me. But yeah, it's tough going, and I haven't heard. I mean, there are plenty of people fishing along here now, and I haven't heard a single shout, scream, anybody getting excited. Right then, folks. Well, there's not much more to update you on, really. Yeah, so it's a lovely evening, and that's about it. There's nothing doing in the way of fishing. Weed is becoming a problem as well as the tide now. Loads of grass in the water, which is just snotting up shop leader knots and all that sort of stuff. So I've cast in close this time. I've got a big chunk of bluey on the pulley pennel rig just to see if we can find a dogfish or a huss or any of that sort of stuff. And then yeah, the 2-hook scratching rig still keep chucking that about 30 yards or so. We might just try chucking one. There is like a ledge in front at the bottom of here, like a step. Might try just chucking it in front of there, because there's got to be a good 6 foot of water down there now, if not more. So yeah, maybe we just chuck it in there about 6 foot off the edge of the wall. See if we can't find a decent rockling or flatfish. Or flatfish or something like that down the side of the wall. Sounds like a good plan actually. So I'm going to bring this in, stick some fresh bait on it, and we'll literally chuck it 6-8 foot out. Right folks, I've changed my mind. What I've done is just split one of them little prawns into 2. I'm going to put that on my scratching rig, because fish baits, meat baits tend to do a little bit better when you're scratching round than worm baits. So I shall just hook these through, slide them up, turn them into a couple of nice little baits. There we go, just like that. And then there's no need to clip these down, because I am literally going to 1, 2. Oh, stuck on the leader now, I think. No, that's flying. Alright, it's down, I think. Yeah, the tide is absolutely cruising past this wall. I don't know if you'll be able to see the line. You can see the rod tip, the line is there. But at least it's in some tide flow, so meat baits, fish baits, in some tide flow. Should be sat just in front of that ledge. Something's got to find that. Another big bait ready to go out. Mixing everything up. I tell you, I am grafting tonight. Yeah, we've put out crab, carp, squid and black, squid and bluey, prawn, squid and prawn, blacks. I've got bluey at the minute, just small little strips that I've been cutting off on that 2-hook scratching rig. Well, sand eel. We haven't tried sand eel yet, so maybe that's the next one to go out. But I tell you, it's making us work tonight. Well, folks, we've got like what, 20 minutes? Half an hour to high water. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm gonna hang around much longer after that, because I have grafted, and I mean grafted. This afternoon session was chilled out. Towards the end I was like, right, we'll start putting some effort in. Tonight, oh man, excuse me, but I am feeling the effects. I mean, at the minute I've got that scratching rig out at distance with whole prawns on each hook. The pulley panel on, I think I've got sand eel and squid on there at the minute. I've gone through a full wrap of blacks, 1.5 blueies, and I haven't even put any whole bluey baits out yet, like big bluey baits. Half a pack of squid. I'm all out of peelers. I've got a bit of carp left. It's just absolute bonkers. And like I say, I am feeling the effects. But we all soldier on. Yeah. Big shout out to Paul Brooks. Cheers, pal. I messaged him earlier to see if he was out and about, if he was out fishing tonight. We said we were going to get a session in at some point, and yeah, he's laid up with his knee at the minute, and I says, oh mate, I'm going to go try Brunswick over high, or I'm going to try here. And he was like, no, get yourself to Guinea Gap, been fishing really well. And I literally said to him, alright, cheers for, you've jinxed it for me mate, thanks. But yeah, I can't stop yawning, so I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to get some baits ready. Alright then, welcome to the baiting station. Let's get another bait ready. What are we going for? Let's go for some sand eel, shall we? I've got a load of sand eel in here, teeny tiny ones as well. So let's go for a bit of squid, and you can tell me if these baits are too big. On there, like so. There we go. That's tied a little bait. I don't mind if squid wraps around the back, because when it slides off it'll all be nice and compact. But I'll bring the rod in. Picked up a mussel. Does that count? What do you reckon? Count as a catch? I think we'll need more than that to save the blank. Grab your bait tool. I like to go in through the squid. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but in through the squid. Nice proud hook point. A few lashings just around the line to keep everything nice and neat and tidy. Make sure you get some down the bottom of the hook point. Slide that off. A couple of twists around your line on your circle hook. And there you have it. One little squid sand eel bait. Now, if there are fish out there, they can't resist that, can they? Come on. It's tiny, proud hook points. What more do they want? Tell you what they might want mussel. Now if that ain't out in some tide, I don't know what is. Oh, do my eyes deceive me? Come on, Raymondo. Come on, Raymondo. That looks like a good ray bite, that does. If it is a ray, it's sat down chomping on that bait, it will swallow that hook. It will get hooked. So there's no real rush with rays. Not took off yet though, so I think we'll get another bait ready for that. Alright, I've got another bait ready, so let's do it. Let's see if there's anything to be had on the end of this. There's a little bit of weight, might just be a clump of weed though. It's not even a doggy, it's an eel. An eel. It saved the blank, so I shall take an eel. I shall take an eel. Never thought I'd say that, but get some pliers, game dealt with. There we go. He's off. The blank saver, a little eel, no monster, but like I say, it's quite welcome. I think I'd rather have had a dogfish though. It'd have been less of a mess of my rig. Whoa! So there you have it. 2 sessions on the Mersey completed for 2 fish. What's that? 180 miles. Probably the best part of 50 quid in fuel, 30 quid in bait, but I've enjoyed myself. I'm probably not going to enjoy it tomorrow when Sarah gets me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, the good news is, when I had a look earlier, in bank holiday traffic it was going to take me 3¼ hours to get home. I've just had a look, it's 1 hour and 50, so it saved me a bit of time. But yeah, what an evening. Really I've grafted tonight. I managed to winkle out an eel. I had a chat to some of the lads who came up. They blanked, and then a couple of lads on the way back to the van, and yeah, a couple of bites, but nobody's landed anything, so it sounds like I've done the best on the prom so far tonight. Not that that's anything to boast about. But yeah, this definitely will be the last session before baby arrives. I hope I've managed to make you 2 mildly entertaining videos with not a lot of fish, but sometimes that's the way fishing goes. I guarantee if you rock up tomorrow morning's tide, it'll fish its absolute nuts off. It just seems to be the way my year's gone. But like I say, I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's been great to be out fishing, getting a bit of fresh air, a bit of peace and quiet, a bit of space, ready for the onslaught that's about to happen. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and until next time, take care and tight lines.